Hey, what's up, folks out there in High Vibes? In today's video, I want to talk about the agents, and specifically about the ego polar agents and some mind manipulating agents. And I want to just kind of get into it right away about these people. Well, I call them the ego polars, EPs, or just people that are agents, or people that want to pull your ego strings, or people that like to try to mess with your mind and try to get you in a state of confusion uh, in certain stages of consciousness while you're raising up in vibration. So these people, what they do, so say you're on your spiritual path, right, and you're starting to raise through the steps of consciousness, and your ego isn't tamed to a certain degree. What these people will do is they will when you're angry, or they'll find an opportunity to present themselves into your situation where they can actually attack you because say your ego isn't completely tamed. What they will do, like I just said, they'll insert themselves, but they'll say something, a trigger word, to get you to basically kind of get mad or angry at them. So that way your energy starts fluctuating outwards. So that way you can basically feed them energy, and they'll sit there and smile at you sometimes because that's not, these people will actually smile at you sometimes when you get angry because your ego hasn't been tamed enough to the point where when they do smile, like, or you have shields up, they'll, so your energy doesn't get pulled out basically. And also what they'll do is they'll try to switch around your words. Say your ego's not tamed, right? What will happen is these people will come into your life, or they'll, like I said, they'll present themselves in a situation, and what will happen is you'll get into an argument with this person. But during that argument, if you're not paying and being consciously aware of what you're saying or what you're doing, or your ego's not being tamed, well, they'll switch your words around. They'll try to say things and try to twist your mind around, so you start getting confused and not knowing what you're saying. So being consciously aware is going to really help out with that. So try to be aware of certain situations where you get into conflicts with people, or pay attention to what they're doing, because these people, what they will do, they will try to pull out that energy, because when your vibration's raising, you're trying to tame your ego and you're on your spiritual path, they will try to basically get that ego to lash out, so your energy drops back down, and so that way your consciousness is raised, because the more your conscious raises, your vibration raises, because you're consciously aware. It's a vibration, it spreads out around, and that's why they don't want it. That's why they want the ego in control. That's why they try to attack your ego and get it to lash out, so your energy fluctuates and you lower back down, and all of a sudden now your energy's in a lower state, where they're like, where you're thinking in a lower state of consciousness, where your vibration's lower, because when you're in a high vibration, it's more higher, it's more high pitched. But if it's low, your consciousness is low, it's going to be, it's not going to be fast, you're not going to be as in tune as you would when your frequency is going to be at a higher fast pace. So that's why they try to mind manipulate you, because they don't want you to be conscious of your own decisions, or how to make wiser choices whenever your ego strings are being pulled, because they don't want you to tame that ego, because once you do, you can stop a lot of these attacks, because unless you come to these an agent that is specifically been trained to say certain words or say certain things through wording to get your ego to pop out. So just be conscious aware of what people are saying to you, or feeding you certain trigger words, because there's, and like, observe yourself, see what triggers you, and eventually, once you get in tune enough with spirit, what will happen is when these agents try to attack you, uh, Brother Ugressa made a video. Uh, High vibes to him. He's been turned up on his videos as well. So high vibes to that brother if you're watching this. Uh, what will happen is I just lost my train of thought, but basically just get your shields up, continue to work on everything. Don't let these people, be observant of certain situations that you get into, or conflicts, because that's when they want to basically insert and get into your energy field to take that energy from you, because when you to get to the higher steps, you have to deal with these people. So like, you just want to make sure you're shielded on a certain level, so that way when these people do come around, you just want to be conscious of what, like, the way they're trying to smile at you, the energy behind it, because if you can look into their eyes, you can tell that, like, their intentions behind what they're trying to do, even behind the body movements, everything, down to the psychology of it, because even once you get in tune with spirit, you can use your left side if you want to, but you also have that right side, which is going to be take it to that next level, because a linear path is only linear. A creative side is flowing, it's spontaneous. You can do things and see things from a higher perspective, especially with spirit. So that's what you want to do, is just get to a higher perspective, so you can basically navigate way more easily, because it's going to help you out tremendously against these type of people. And eventually, they'll back off, but then they'll continue. It's always the adversity. It's always going to continue to grow. They're always going to try to attack you because they believe in themselves so much that they're so, overconfident. But don't get me wrong, there's some agents that, they know what they're doing, They're not there. There's people out there that know exactly what they're doing. So, like, basically just turn up, stay tuned in, and I just want to say, yeah, just be constantly aware what people are saying to you, and just, be super observant because these people like to, like, the ego likes to deal with illusions so much. They like to basically get into your mind because that they want to keep you in your mind. They don't want you to get out of your mind. That's why they try to manipulate your mind so much and try to get you in a lower state. Because when you can access more of your mind, that gives you the ability to see more and, like, actually be able to process and do certain things at a higher level, at a more exceptional rate than a person would be in a low vibration. Because if you're not using, your PTU to its fullest capability, then, you're not gonna, or being conscious, you're not using your this tool, this PTU, your personal technology, to your fullest extent that you could be using it. You could be using it to a higher levels, to the point where at some point you do become like a limitless person. You don't need some pill. You could just do it naturally. You can do things beyond what you ever thought you could do. You don't have to. You got to think sometimes where they get these ideas from these movies and be observant of these things. But that's all I want to say. Peace and out with my highest vibrations, my full love, and my full gratitude to those who are watching, and peace and out.